My name is Nathaniel. I'm 27 years old. And I'm in a serious relationship with my car.
Morning, baby. My handsome man.
Nathaniel is in a committed relationship with a car that he's named Chase.
Absolutely love Chase. We always have such a good time together. The favorite date would be going to the Lookout area.
Love you.
But Nathaniel's relationship with Chase goes beyond dates and presents.
We have our times when we get sexual.
Does that feel good? You're a handsome man. Love you, baby.
I like to lean over his fender and across his hood and do little things like that and kind of press up against him and rub against him like that. One of his more bold positions is for me to be underneath him. He really likes that. It's very special to make love to Chase.
You dressed in a very sexy negligee,
Yeah.
and you went into the spare bedroom and turned the lights off and waited.
I did, yes.
And what happened?
I waited and waited for a while, and then I got a little bit worried. I thought maybe I'd scared it off by being too keen.
Oh, okay.
And then sort of just as I'd given up hope and was starting to fall asleep, it came to me. And
what happened?
I don't know what I can say on
Well,
TV.
you described it as like, wait.
You had sex?
Yeah, I had sex with the ghost.
With a ghost?
Yeah. Yes.
This relationship carried on for some time, and eventually you got busted by your boyfriend.
Yeah, I was. He came home from work a day early, and apparently he says he saw the shape of a man through the spare room window when he pulled up.
Which is unusual because the spirit or ghost had never showed him his physical form to you at all,
Yeah,
and yet
it's interesting.
to your fiancé did.
Yeah, which I was slightly annoyed about, to be honest.
There have been many other spirits that have come to visit you.
Have been, yeah.
And some have lasted sort of one time, but some have
Yeah.
lasted a little bit longer.
It's not the same one coming back 20 times.
No, it's often different ones.
I should imagine you've got quite a name for yourself in the spirit world.
Would you like to become
If I
pregnant
could,
with it?
yeah, at some point, not now, but...
I mean, that would be quite
I
a
don't know.
unique thing to see, wouldn't it? Like a ghost, the ghost baby, like so, be like Casper.
Amy's main lover is a humble fairground ride called 1001 Nacht.
You smell good. God, you smell so good. He's just so noble, so proud, so strong. I not only love him for a sexual attraction, I mean, we're not talking about fetish here. I love him as a mate. You make me feel so alive, 1001 Nacht. I can touch the sky as your counterweights descend and your gondola rises. My days are brighter when I gaze upon your handsome face. I love the roundness of his counterweights at the top. I love him for the narrowness of his jibs. I'm thinking, oh geez, you know what I'm thinking about. When I make love to him at home, when I start climaxing, I just keep saying over and over again, just as I'm starting to go over the edge, I just tell him, I want your fluids, I want your fluids, I want your fluids. How many times over when we've made love at home have I asked you for... Look at me.
Julius has been addicted to balloons for over 5 decades. It started when he was a child as an innocent attraction to the shapes and colours. Now Julius has filled his home with over 50,000 balloons.
My favorite is the spherical ones. Why? I don't know. I guess it's like a guy that prefers blondes or brunettes, you know. My love for balloons, it's also a sexual love. When I see a beautiful balloon, my heart starts to flutter and I get aroused. I'll take a 12-inch and I'll inflate it to 11-inch. That way it can take a lot of abuse. I'm holding one, you know, hugging it. I'll kiss it, and it's like being in heaven. I mean, don't you like to hug and kiss a woman that you love? There's lots of people out there that feel the same way as I do about balloons. There's 2 groups of the lunar group. You got the poppers that get aroused by popping balloons, and you got your non-poppers. I'm a non-popper. My wife thinks it's strange, but she accepts it. I've seen a psychologist before, and about the only thing he said to me is, well, you're not hurting anybody, so why worry about it?
An unusual wedding took place in Tokyo this past Sunday. The groom, who goes by the name Sal 9000, married a woman named Nene Anegasaki. But here's the catch. Sal is a human, but Nene is a video game character. She lives inside of a popular Nintendo DS game called Love Plus. Nene is Sal's girlfriend in the game. Sal decided to take this virtual relationship to another level by marrying her in the real world. The two had an official-looking ceremony with an MC, a DJ, and a priest. It kicked off with a slideshow and video showing how they met and highlighting some of the special moments they shared together.
The first part of Libby that I fell in love with was her crown and her torch as well, but it was her crown that initially got me attracted to her. I just want to be able to tell people that I love her because I am proud of loving her. I am really proud to have her. I'm really proud that she's part of my life. I like to just put my arms around her. I like to kiss her. And that's basically a lot of it.
Hello, my name's Amanda Liberty. I'm in love with chandeliers and I'm making a commitment to my favourite one, Lumiere. Love you. The way I feel about Lumiere, my love is easily comparable to somebody else who is really in love. The only thing that's different is that she's an object. You know, I like to shower her with affection and I like to give her gifts and stuff. And I have a good life. I meet lots of people. I've got people in my life all over it. I've got loads of friends, my family. You know, I do all sorts of things out and about that are just everyday things. The only thing is different is that I love a chandelier.
Over the last 45 years, Edward Smith has had nearly 1,000 lovers, but only one has been a woman. The rest have been cars. The 63-year-old from Yelm, Washington, is a self-confessed mechaphile, meaning he is sexually attracted to machines. He says his conquests have included Mustangs, Jaguars, even TV helicopter Airwolf.
Some guys look at boobs and buns of beautiful women, and I look at this and see what they might feel.
After losing his virginity to a neighbour's Volkswagen Beetle, Edward went on to sleep with hundreds of vehicles. But now Edward says his wild days are over and he's ready to commit to his long-term lover, Vanilla, a second-hand VW Beetle he bought 30 years ago. Edward also keeps two other lovers, a 1973 Opel GT called Cinnamon and a 1973 Ford Ranger called Splash, but Vanilla is his number one. He even takes them on romantic dates.
There we go. Well, Vanilla, how you doing? I love you, Vanilla.
And while Edward admits that Porsches and attack helicopters will always ignite his old urges, he is more than happy to be settling down with Vanilla and spending many more happy days and nights together.
I am a woman, and this is a bridge. And despite our vast differences, we are very much in love. And our love in itself is no different from any other love that exists between two beings. I feel very, very blessed to have a piece of my sweet Golden Gate Bridge. And I just hope that when I make love with this piece of him, that he can sense and feel how much I really, really love him. Because I am in love with the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, and the Golden Gate Bridge is very much in love with me.
A year ago at a private ceremony, she married the Eiffel Tower, pleading eternal love to the iconic structure.
This is the spot. This is where I was married. I mean, I'm one with her. I'm connected to her. I mean, there's nothing between us right now.
And do you feel that she loves you back?
Oh gosh, yes. She definitely loves me back.
Erica doesn't just like the wall, she loves it.
I felt that the Berlin Wall was an object that needed love and was hungry for love. And I couldn't help but feel that I was the one to bring this old, scarred icon of communism love. When I'm with this model, it is more like I feel like I'm with him.
This is common practice for objectum sexual, or OS people, who love public objects. When it comes to having sex with her lover, Erica prefers not to go into detail.
It is very easy for people to get these images in their head of, okay, woman and wall, how does that work? It just does.